Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. I have actually finally reached G1. So I did come up to G1 fairly easily than I thought. And I do think it's due to the wide range of players, because if you guys see my past records, you guys will see that I go against fairly lower level players, lower ranked around P1, which are in P3 right now. But they ended P1 last season, so it tells us something. Because of this wide range, I do think that it was easier to get up here. But that does not deny the fact that as I got closer to G1, this rank, I did meet a lot of players that were more P3 and also in G1. So I don't want to play in this video, but I want to show you guys the games, and I also want to let you guys know what I have changed, because I again made some small rune changes. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. Most of my rune changes are coming in the spare sets because I have a small number of the spare units. It really depends on how I want to focus my runes, what I prioritize. And from my last video, you guys know that I like to use Chakra, and I wanted to continue trying that because it was just so much fun. So there's a small change on Chakra. He did lose a lot of attack, right? Because I did give him 1,000 attack before. I killed that. It felt like he was squishier than I wanted him to be. So instead I went with HP, or more HP focused rune, because he was speed HP before. He's again speed HP, but the substats for the other sets have also HP, and also with his artifacts. I'm going to tell you guys something really important about artifacts, because I made a lot of changes there too. Spare will, nothing changed, but artifacts is additional damage and taking less crit damage. And if you see my other stuff, I try to go with as much additional damage. Oh, HP. Well, that would be good too. I mean, this is more efficient right now, so maybe I'll just take it. Because it does make it more efficient. I think this is, yeah, 0.2 to 0.5. So it's more of the higher roll compared to speed, which is a really low roll. Right? I think. Let's look at these rolls. You can see it here. It's 25% to 40%. So we were in the very low end. So it did get more efficient. And knowing that we gave him a lot of HP, I don't think we really lose too much on the damage from that. But okay. So there's that. Due to that, I do think my Layla got a little nerfed, but I also made it a little tankier, more HP. I noticed the importance of HP, so I try to get everything as much HP as possible. There's HP artifacts here. I need to roll this. Probably will take the defense because I do have decent defense there, so I do want to roll that as well. And then here, yeah, we have attack. We have a seal set. I do like the seal set a lot. You guys already saw it from the past video. Finally, hey gang, got a little faster, 280 now. Nothing too different on this unit. Just this spare will, just was able to get it on 280 because we have sacrificed the Layla essentially. And also the tricks got quicker on 283, also on this spare will. Now, how was I able to do this? It's because I decided to take a unit off of the spare, and that is Juno. Juno looks like this, still 281 speed, decently fast, 100 crit rate, decent accuracy. But overall, the outside of the HP, the attack and defense seems a little lackluster compared to the previous build. It's because we have her on Vampire Revenge. Now, why did I give the fast vampire set to Juno? Because I had this set and I'm not using Misty anymore. Just because of the rise of like Annabelle and such. There's units that put up speed debuff, which makes it really vulnerable, and I think that is primarily because of the rise of Shumar. People prioritized speed debuffing units because of this unit, so that it's easier to kill him, and as a result, it trickled down into Misty. So Misty is not as good anymore because people have those units ruined. I mean, Annabelle was always popular, but there's other units as well. Like I believe the Trick, also Carno is being more popular, I believe. So yeah, it's just naturally weaker in your box. Because I'm not using that anymore, Juno's now on Vampire. Yeah, so those were the main changes, I think. For artifact wise, I decided to strip a lot of stat enhancing artifacts like accuracy, recovery, and instead I decided to go with more additional damage. Josephine is a good example. If you look at the artifacts, it's additional damage stuff. And I took this recommendation from Skit, especially if you're building a Josephine like this where there's no crit damage. I mean, you're building on HP, you have to get the damage from the artifacts. So that's why I tried to give it as much additional damage on these units. Same goes with Annabelle, but Annabelle I did decide to actually go with skill 2 recovery and accuracy here, but we tried to dish out as much additional damage as possible and more additional damage on this side. High on attack though, unfortunately. She doesn't have low attack, but yeah, it is what it is. So those are the big changes. Additional damage artifacts on most of my units, and then try to get my units on more of a HP focused build. So how did I get here? I actually came up here with a very good win streak. Sorry for my hair again. So if you look at my replays, I actually was on a huge win streak for a while. So yeah, we could see from here. So from 1231, I won that, lost this, won into G1. So how many games was that? That was essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I had a 7-game win streak, lost this one, 9, 10. And so I won 10 games and lost one to come up to this rank. Was there any interesting one? Because I do want to show you guys the games with Chakra. Let's see this one. So this is where I brought Chakra out. Tetsuya is my to-go first pick these days. I think Water Angel is pretty weak in this meta, so I wasn't too scared of that. And with Tetsuya, I wasn't scared with Oliver, I believe. So I just got rid of the Sonya. Was I lucky here? Let's see. I can't believe that he went for the stun because we have a Josephine. So we went to provoke there. We got a good violent proc, and then yeah, we just started off with multiple controls. We didn't crit because Ethna obviously moved first, but now we have speed buff, so we were able to kill. Yeah, we lapped because we got the speed buff there. I was actually a little worried that Ethna was gonna move again, but so I was pretty lucky with the proc on the Josephine to get the stun onto the Water Angel. I wonder how things would have changed. So Chakra didn't do anything there. Let's see if it does anything here. So past P2 player. If I see this, I do want to, prepare a tricks, which I did. And I'm not scared of the, what do you call this unit? The Nobora, because Chakra does so much damage. So my Tetsuya is no longer on Nemesis, so we didn't cut there. Very good damage, and you're gonna see us controlling like crazy. Also, we have the seal set on the Layla. You can see it onto that unit right there. Thankfully, we have the Annabelle. We get a great proc, which makes us land a death break. And I believe we get close to killing this Shumar quickly. Never mind, didn't do anything there. Great proc though, good control. I think I remember this. I think the Tetsuya kind of proc almost every turn. So I guess this is where I was getting back my luck, because this was the games right after the video that I took. Good stun. Yeah, with the Chakra, it allows my Layla to take so many turns. Look at this damage. Boom! Because he was also slowed. So we killed that. And we have Annabelle's skill too. We have the Thunder, which allows us to reduce the cooldown time once, and then we have skill 2 against next turn, which allows us to do big damage. Another seal. Good stun. It's just going ham. Oh yeah, I was proccing a lot the last minute. Yeah, see, if we didn't have Annabelle there, that Nobara would have destroyed us. So I've noticed that if you bring out a decent healer against Nobara, you do have a lot of chances to come back. Another Chakra game here. This one, I think Chakra really shines in this type of scenario. So this was a past P3 player, and I don't know why, but he decided to fully go second turn after his first pick. I guess he wanted to play with the Gurkha. And here I banned the Nobora. Because I felt like he was going to ban the Annabelle, the sustain, because he had sustain too. But now he's so slow that the chance of me taking so many turns is higher. He was very lucky here, like how we didn't land anything onto the Gurkha and stuff, but we were very lucky with Layla here on the stun. And then that was a great stun as well. I felt like it was very hard for me to lose at this point. Like, I think this ninja had to proc, or the Gurkha had to proc. And this is where Layla with the seal set kind of shines, because if we just get one seal, it makes us much more stronger. Yeah, the seal right there. Yeah, the advantage is much greater. Because these units all shine by a proc. See, but all the procs went into Abilio, which was kind of annoying because it allowed them to survive more, but Abilio itself can't do much. Like, his Gurkha needs to move. But we killed the Han before the Gurkha even moved. And the cool thing here is that because we have Josephine, even if Gurkha starts going, if Josephine's on the field and Gurkha goes for Josephine, the revenge stun can stop his combo in a way. Yeah, we do so much damage. Okay. Yeah, I won a lot using Chakra. Chakra, second, third pick isn't great, but going a fourth, fifth pick is really good. Bandy, Vero here. Now, I was a little bored here on the Wind Monkey. Wind Monkey is pretty strong against the Chakra because of the revenge stun, like this. But the fact that here Josephine is on the field, it allows us to kind of control that because we could cut in. And Chakra is a little strong against the Nobara because she does have some kind of pushback. And for, I think his Water Gandalf did not have 100 res. Because he was getting controlled by Josephine way too easily. That was a big resist. I'm actually surprised that he tried to get the provoke onto Tetsuya. I thought this was going to kill, but it didn't. Really tells me that my additional damage artifacts are kind of trash. And now I just have to control the Wind Monkey. Yeah, and the seal again. It's crazy. The seal is so strong in this sense because Water Gandalf is a damn menace. Everybody in that team, if they proc, is a damn menace. Seal is so strong. Layla going on a seal set is probably the best bet. Now let's go on to some Guardian games. Okay, this one. I don't know why. I thought that the Killing Dasher or Killing whatever that unit is, I thought he scaled off at speed. But he's the one that brought out Leo. And I was like, I'm going to go 2 Leo counters and what are you going to do? Like, these two are really strong against Nobara because they're vampire units. Felt like that if I killed the Killing Slasher, I was going to win. But I was trying to kill the Vanessa first because we did have Annabelle with the Death Break. And I didn't want him coming back with the attack buff. Yeah, you could see that he is hitting a lot less. He does scale off speed, so I don't know how that Leo pick worked out for him. And I was fine with the Shumar dying here. I think it was just a mispick from his side. We put that dot. Now I think if he takes yeah, he's dead. Sorry, I can't speak correctly. I think even at this point it's just over. He can't kill the Leica. Yeah, GG. And then we met another G1 player. This guy had an interesting playstyle. Now, I didn't know if this unit was on Swift from this, but as soon as I saw these two, I was like, okay, that guy's also on Swift. He just wants to give one of these 3 a turn. But I killed Valeska because Valeska kind of enables this entire combo because she keeps taking a turn, the reset. She gets to use skill 2 twice in a row. I didn't want that. The crazy thing is that we survived that 43k nuke. And I think that's how we really won. Yeah, because now we get to heal, Noboro gets to provoke. The funny thing is that we meet this player again later today. I think he was the last battle that I went against to get my G1. Yeah, but I knew as soon as we killed this unit, it's probably over. Because they have no more damage. I mean, they do. Because I've noticed that this Yunhong hits pretty hard. It was probably on like a crit rate or crit damage build. But there's no way that he could beat these two. That's left over. And then you can see I just continue playing. Should we watch the one that I lost? Okay, I lost this one. I think this one is because I did fail to control a unit. Let's see. Maybe I should have... Oh wait, I don't have a defense lead. Okay, I think I had to do that. Oh, we get stunned here. Yeah, that's why. The Irene got stunned. So I think, and then the resist fill here. The resist fill there. Yeah, that's GG. It was because Irene got stunned. I was hoping that she moves, but then there's that pushback, and then it allows the Christina to move in front and kill the Annabelle. I think if the Annabelle survived, you might have a comeback chance, but yeah, that didn't happen. And then we went a similar team. This was another similar team. I think this player also failed to kill a unit. I think he goes for a chakra here, actually. And my chakra survived. 42k new game survived. And I believe we kill off his damage layer right away. Yeah, she's dead. It's a full-on rage type of build. Now, I should have continued going for this unit to get the buffs up, so that we can strip it right away. This is where Juno kind of shines. I totally forgot that Juno was not on Despair, but she did her job, which was to strip everything. Yeah, and it's GG here. Yep. Now let's watch this last one. We meet him again. That same player. The game to get me into G1. This time he picked out... Well, I guess he picked out Veluska first last time too. Yeah, same pick. I changed it up a little. Brought out Nana this time. He did the exact same pick. I brought out Shumar. He banned the Shumar. The cool thing is that I think he again fails to kill a unit. He goes for Tetsuya again. Obviously Tetsuya lives, but then it goes again, and it goes kills a chakra. But this allows us to cut, and then it allows our chakra to kill a unit, which gives us a stack, and that's GG. Because now we're gonna provoke. Yep. Yeah, look at that. Everybody's dead. So that was it. That was essentially it. I'm currently sitting in G1 with a 58% win rate. I don't know, it kind of feels bad playing outside of a video, but at the same time, I can't record everything because I'm also busy. I'll try to at least make one video where I'm playing RTA. But it doesn't mean I'll be in G1, right? Because obviously, I might have played before that and I'm gonna fail back, who knows. But just letting you guys know that I am playing a lot more. You guys can see that I already played 287 games, so let's see how far I could go in this season. We also know that the balance patch is coming out in the end of this month, so let's see how that changes stuff, because it might mean that we'll have to re-rune stuff anyways. That was it. If you guys want account improvements like this, well, not like this. If you guys want account improvements from me where you swap to build the best build, I'm also trying out and using Luxac GG's optimizer because I got some recommendations saying that it's really good. I do think I have to play with it a little because it's really confusing right now. So I'll try using that. Obviously right now I'm more used to swap, so swap feels so much better. But if it's really as strong as people say it is, I will try using it, but it is really confusing. I still have some playing around to do. If you guys want account reviews, join my Patreon, and I'll see you guys next time.